This is Lesson 10. Congratulations on reaching the end! We've covered so much material in just 10 short days, from flavor balancing to upcycling leftovers to reading nutrition labels and knife skills. If you completed all the homework assignments, you've probably had some flops and some successes. But the most important aspect is to keep trying and trust your taste buds. To reward you on all of your hard work, today we're covering healthier desserts. You'll find a lot of dessert recipes that claim to be healthier just because they're low in fat. But as we learned in previous lessons, it's not the fat that wreaks havoc on our bodies, it's the sugar. Sugar used to be a luxury, but now we eat it all the time. We have dessert every night. We even eat it for snacks and in our breakfast cereals. It's time to break this sugar addiction. Therefore, my healthy dessert recipes are going to be low in sugar, high in complex carbs, and high in good fats. These recipes I'm about to demonstrate are super simple. So join me and let's get started. This first recipe imitates ice cream using banana. It is really easy to portion control this, and it contains the natural sugars found in the banana with the added benefit of fiber and potassium. To make this recipe, you simply take one banana, cut it up into 1-inch chunks or smaller, stick it on a single layer on a plate, and then put it in the freezer. It usually takes about an hour to freeze. Obviously, the thinner the slices, the quicker amount of time. Once your bananas are frozen, then stick it in a food processor, and we're going to blend it till smooth. Continue to blend it until it turns into a creamy texture. At this point, you can swirl in some peanut butter, sprinkle on some sliced almonds, or eat it as is. Enjoy! This second recipe is also super easy to make. It's an avocado milkshake, and it only requires 3 ingredients. Avocado, I'm using almond milk, you can also use cow milk, and stevia. So I take my avocado and add it to a food processor or a blender. To the avocado, I add just a little bit of cow milk or almond milk or even coconut milk. And I add about 2 drops of stevia. Again, this is the liquid kind. You don't want to use the powdered kind because all the powdered stevias that I've seen contain dextrose in it, which is a sugar derived from corn. Blend till smooth, and if you like, you may add a dollop of Greek yogurt. Then you want to try it and readjust. So I need to add just a little bit more stevia. At this point, you can drink it as is or spice it up with some lime juice, cinnamon, or my favorite, ground cardamom. It only needs about an 1/8 teaspoon of ground cardamom. So I'm going to sprinkle that in, mix it all together. You can even drink this avocado milkshake for breakfast. My last healthier dessert is a unique protein cookie using peanut butter and garbanzo beans as the base. I have my peanuts here that I'm going to ground up in my food processor to make peanut butter. The reason why I grind my own peanuts is because my local grocery store actually doesn't carry an all-natural peanut butter. The ones that does carry contain molasses in it or salt and other preservatives, hydrogenated oils. So it's just easier for me to buy peanuts than to go to a different grocery store. If you're working with a full can of chickpeas, then you'll use about a cup of peanut butter. Because I only have half a can of chickpeas, I'm going to only use half the amount. To the chickpeas and the peanut butter, I need something sticky that's going to bind it together. So I'm going to choose a local honey. This local honey doesn't have any corn syrup in it, which is why I always go with a local kind. For 1 can of chickpeas, you'd use about a 1/4 cup of honey. But again, I don't measure, I just go by the texture and how it feels in my hands. Once all your ingredients are combined, go ahead and check your texture. Place your cookies on a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. Then we're going to bake these in the oven, preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You can also experiment with the flavors of this. You can add vanilla extract. One of my favorite flavors to add is dark chocolate chips. The finishing touch I like to put on these cookies is to sprinkle them with a little bit of coarse salt. I love the combination of sweet and salty. So I just place the salt right on top of the cookie. Press it down with my finger. Now these go in the oven and you can remove them when they are warm and slightly browned. The best part of all, this dough contains no eggs, so you can eat it without getting sick. Your homework today is to replace the food with the highest amount of sugar with one of these recipes. I hope you enjoyed my Healthy Cooking Time Savers series. Follow me on social media to stay tuned for more healthy cooking programs.